Over 2,500 years ago, Confucius imparted teachings that continue to resonate today. His quotes on life, learning, and leadership demonstrate insight that often feels ahead of his time. In this video, we'll explore 10 of Confucius' most profound sayings and analyze what makes them so relevant. Confucius quote 1, "Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it." This quote speaks to the importance of perspective. Confucius reminds us that beauty is subjective. It's dependent on each person's viewpoint. We may fail to appreciate the beauty around us if we don't look for it. This quote encourages a mindset of openness, optimism, and gratitude. Confucius, quote 2, "It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop." Here Confucius highlights the value of perseverance. Progress takes time, and it's normal to stumble or struggle. What matters is that we pick ourselves up and keep striving. As long as we persist, we can achieve our goals. This quote promotes resilience and determination. Confucius quote 3, "When anger rises, think of the consequences." With this insight, Confucius advises controlling our emotions. Anger often leads to rash words or actions we later regret. By pausing to consider the consequences, we can respond mindfully. This quote calls for reflection and restraint. Confucius, quote 4, "To know what is right and not do it is the worst cowardice." This saying emphasizes acting with integrity. It's not enough to understand virtue. True courage means living by what's right, even when it's difficult. Confucius challenges us to align our actions with our moral principles. Confucius quote 5, "Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." Here Confucius recognizes that failure is inevitable for everyone. True honor comes from learning from our mistakes and always striving to improve. This quote encourages a growth mindset, viewing falling as an opportunity to get back up stronger. Confucius, quote 6, "Study the past if you would define the future." With this advice, Confucius underscores the value of learning from history. Evaluating how previous generations lived and thought grants perspective on who we are and where we're headed. This quote promotes active reflection and critical thinking. Confucius quote 7, "The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world." This saying stresses the power of positive thinking. Confucius believed focusing our minds on goodness could positively transform our lives and communities. This quote calls us to uplift others through our words and deeds. Confucius, quote 8, "To put the world in order, we must first put the nation in order. To put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order. To put the family in order, we must first cultivate our personal life, and to cultivate our personal life, we must first set our hearts right." With this sequential advice, Confucius suggests change starts from within. To reform society, we must first work on ourselves. By developing virtue and setting our hearts right, our influence can radiate outward. This quote emphasizes self-cultivation as the root of social progress. Confucius quote 9, "The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life." Here Confucius highlights the value of curiosity and humility. Asking questions is how we learn and grow. While momentarily feeling foolish, the knowledge gained outweighs pride. This quote encourages active learning through inquiry. Confucius quote 10, "Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart." This final saying urges commitment and passion. Confucius believed we must be fully invested in all that we do to achieve excellence. This quote inspires us to approach life with enthusiasm and conviction. The wisdom of Confucius has resonated through millennia due to its profound insight into human nature. His timeless quotes provide guidance we can apply to live more virtuous, purposeful lives. What lessons will you take from Confucius's teachings? By studying these sayings, we discover how philosophical thought from the past still holds relevance today. Reflect on this ancient knowledge and what it means to you. Find the quotes, concepts, and sayings that speak to you personally, and determine how you can integrate Confucius's enduring words of wisdom into your own life. Thank you for watching the video, and also inform us in the caption what quote would be life-changing for you, or you might apply that in your life. And also, share it with someone who you think can benefit from this. Subscribe us for more upcoming life-changing videos. We'll see you in the next video.